Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Exam Notes 365. In this video, we will do a weekly roundup. We will discuss the important current affairs questions from 12 to 18 June 2022. Let's begin. Who has appointed as the Managing Director and CEO of RBL Bank? The answer is R. Subramania Kumar. The Reserve Bank of India has approved R. Subramania Kumar's appointment as the Managing Director and CEO of RBL Bank. Subramania Kumar has been appointed at RBL for 3 years from the date of taking charge. Let's talk about RBL Bank. RBL Bank, formerly known as Nagar Bank, is an Indian private sector bank. It founded in August 1943. Where is the headquarters of RBL Bank? Mumbai. Let's talk about Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India is India's central bank. It is the regulatory body responsible for regulation of the Indian banking system. RBI established on 1st April 1935 under the RBI Act 1934. Where is the headquarters of RBI? Mumbai. Who is the governor of RBI? Shaktikanta Das. Who is the Minister of Finance? Nirmala Sitharaman. Please remember these points. Name the Indian diplomat who has appointed by UN Chief as his envoy on technology. The answer is Amandeep Singh Gill. Senior Indian diplomat Amandeep Singh Gill has been appointed by United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres as his envoy on technology. Previously, Amandeep Singh Gill was the Executive Director and co-lead of the UN Secretary General's High-Level Panel on Digital Cooperation. Let's talk about Amandeep Singh Gill. Gill, who was India's ambassador and permanent representative to the Conference on Disarmament in Geneva from 2016 to 2018, is the Chief Executive Officer of the International Digital Health and Artificial Intelligence Research Collaborative Project based at the Graduate Institute of International and Development Studies, Geneva. Let's talk about UN. The United Nations, UN, is an international organization that aims to increase political and economic cooperation among its member countries. It officially began on 24th October 1945. Where is the headquarters of UN? New York City. Who is the Secretary General of UN? Antonio Guterres. Currently, UN is made up of 193 member states. Who has won gold in the R8 Women's 50-meter air rifle category at Parachuting World Cup 2022? The answer is Avani Legra from India. Avani Legra clinched her second gold medal at the ongoing Chatrox 2022 World Shooting Para Sport World Cup in France. Legra shot 458.3 in the R8 Women's 50-meter rifle 3 positions SH1 finals to take the gold. The 20-year-old Legra has already won the R2 Women's 10-meter air rifle standing SH1 gold with a world record. Who has won gold in the Norway Chess Group A Open Chess Tournament? The answer is R. Pragnananda. Young Indian Grandmaster R. Pragnananda emerged winner in the Norway Chess Group A Open Chess Tournament with 7.5 points from 9 rounds. The 16-year-old Grandmaster was in fine form and remained unbeaten through the 9 rounds. He finished the tournament with a win over fellow Indian V. Pranit, an international master. Who has become India's first weightlifter to win a gold at the IWF Youth World Championship? The answer is Guru Naidu Senapati. Guru Naidu Senapati has become India's first weightlifter to win a gold at the IWF Youth World Championships. The 16-year-old claimed the yellow medal with a total effort of 230 kg in the boys' 55 kg event. Which country is hosting IWF Youth World Weightlifting Championship? The 2022 Youth World Weightlifting Championship is a weightlifting competition held from 11 to 18 June in Leon, Mexico. Pushkar Singh Dhami was sworn in as a member of the Assembly. He is the Chief Minister of which state? The answer is Uttarakhand. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami was sworn in as the member of the Uttarakhand Assembly 10 days after he won the Champawat Assembly by poll with a record margin. Let's talk about Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is located here in India's map. Uttarakhand was formed on 9th November 2000 as the 27th state of India when it was carved out of northern Uttar Pradesh. Uttarakhand is best known for its rivers as it is the origin of some of the most sacred rivers in India like Ganga and Yamuna. Uttarakhand is the home of two UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Valley of Flowers and Nanda Devi National Park. Nanda Devi Peak is the second highest peak in India and the highest peak located entirely within India. Jim Corbett National Park, which is the first and oldest national park in India, situated in Nainital district of Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is the only state in India with Sanskrit as its official language. Uttarakhand referred as Devbhumi, Badrinath Temple, Kedarnath Temple, Yamunotri Temple, Gangotri Temple are located in Uttarakhand. Where is the capital of Uttarakhand? Baraisine its summer capital and Dehradun its winter capital. Who is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand? Pushkar Singh Dhami. Who is the Governor of Uttarakhand? Gurmeet Singh. Please remember these points. Let's take next question. Which state has passed bill to replace Governor with Chief Minister as the Chancellor of State Universities? The answer is West Bengal. The West Bengal Assembly passed a bill to replace Governor Jagdeep Dhankar with Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee as the Chancellor of all state-run universities. The bill was passed after 182 members voted in favor of the legislation and 40 against it in the 294-member assembly. Let's talk about West Bengal. West Bengal is located here in the map. The Indian Museum, which is the largest and oldest museum in India, located in Kolkata. West Bengal is the home to the largest banyan tree in the world. The Gum railway station is the district of Darjeeling is the highest railway station in the world. Durga Puja has been declared by UNESCO an intangible cultural heritage. Baul tradition has been listed by UNESCO under the masterpieces of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. Where is the capital of West Bengal? Kolkata. Who is the Chief Minister of West Bengal? Mamata Banerjee. Who is the Governor of West Bengal? Jagdeep Dhankar. Which country is planning to launch a solar power plant in space? The answer is China. China is planning to launch a solar power plant in space for getting inexhaustible power in 2028, 2 years ahead of the original schedule. Earlier, China aimed to establish 1 megawatt solar power station in space by 2030. Now, as per the updated plan, China will launch a satellite in 2028 to test wireless test transmission technology from space to the ground from an altitude of 400 km. Where is the capital of China? Beijing. Who is the President of China? Xi Jinping. What is the currency of China? Renminbi. Which year did the Internet Explorer launch? The answer is 1995. Internet Explorer was launched in 1995 as an add-on package for Windows 95. Microsoft has announced the retirement of 27-year-old Internet Explorer as the firm's oldest browser will be completely phased out from June 15th. Let's talk about Microsoft. Microsoft Corporation is an American multinational technology corporation which produces computer software, consumer electronics, personal computers, and related services. It founded on 4th April 1975. Where is the headquarters of Microsoft? Washington. Who is the chairman and CEO of Microsoft? Satya Nadella. What is the name of new military recruitment scheme in India? The answer is Agnipath. Under the Agnipath scheme, the Indian Armed Forces will provide an opportunity to the youth to experience military life and serve the nation for short and long duration. The Agnipath model envisages the recruitment of personnel below officer rank in the Army, Air Force and Navy for 4 years, including 6 months of training. Soldiers recruited under the new model will be inducted in the armed forces as Agniveers, a new distinct rank as opposed to sepoys who joined the Indian Army under the legacy recruitment model. Who is the Defence Minister of India? Rajnath Singh. Which country has become India's second biggest oil supplier? The answer is Russia. Russia has overtaken Saudi Arabia to become India's second biggest supplier of oil behind Iraq as refiners snap up Russian crude available at a deep discount following the war in Ukraine. India is the world's third biggest oil importing and consuming nation. Iraq remained the top supplier to India in May, and Saudi Arabia is now the third biggest supplier. Where is the capital of Russia? Moscow. Who is the President of Russia? Vladimir Putin. Who is the Prime Minister of Russia? Mikhail Mishustin. What is the currency of Russia? Russian ruble. Which country has passed bill to make online insults punishable by jail time? The answer is Japan. Japan passed a bill to introduce jail time for online insults, making a major step toward tackling cyberbullying in Japan. Moves to amend the country's penal code gained traction after Hana Kimura, a 22-year-old professional wrestler and cast member on the popular Netflix reality show Terrace House, was believed to have committed suicide in May 2020 after receiving a barrage of hateful messages on social media. Let's talk about Japan. Where is the capital of Japan? Tokyo. Who is the Prime Minister of Japan? Fumio Kishida. What is the currency of Japan? Japanese yen. World Wind Day observed on June 15. Global Wind Day or World Wind Day is a worldwide event that is held on 15th June around the world. It is organized by Wind Europe and Global Wind Energy Council. Global Wind Day spread awareness about wind, its power, and the possibilities it holds to reshape our energy systems and boost employment and growth. Let's revise some of the important days in June. 1st June observed as World Milk Day, the theme is Dairy Net Zero. 2nd June observed as World Bicycle Day and Telangana Formation Day. 5th June observed as World Environment Day. The theme is Only One Earth. 7th June observed as World Food Safety Day. The theme is Safer Food, Better Health. 8th June observed as World Ocean Day. The theme is Revitalization, Collective Action for the Ocean. 8th June also observed as World Brain Tumor Day. The theme is Together We Are Stronger. 12th June observed as Anti-Child Labor Day. The theme is Universal Social Protection to End Child Labor. 13th June observed as International Albinism Awareness Day. The theme is United in Making Our Voice Heard. June 14 observed as World Blood Donor Day. The theme is Donating blood is an act of solidarity, join the effort and save lives. Please remember the important dates and its themes. Mumbai is sinking by an average of 2 mm according to a new research report. A new research has revealed that Mumbai is sinking by an average of 2 mm annually because of a geographical phenomenon known as land subsidence, downward vertical movement of Earth's surface. Global warming is one of the main reasons for the phenomenon. The observation has been made after measuring the subsidence rate in Mumbai between 2015 and 2020. Mumbai is the 7th most populous city in the world with a population of roughly 20 million. Which company has backed the television rights of IPL, Indian Premier League? The answer is Star India. The Board of Control for Cricket in India (BCCI) has fetched a total revenue of 48,390 crore through the Indian Premier League's media rights. Star India has backed the television rights while Viacom has been awarded the digital rights. The overseas rights were awarded to Times Internet Limited. Let's talk about BCCI. The Board of Control for Cricket in India is the governing body for cricket in India. It is founded in December 1928. Where is the headquarters of BCCI? Mumbai. Who is the president of BCCI? Sourav Ganguly. Let's check next question. What is India's rank in ICC Men's One-Day International Team Rankings 2022? The answer is 5. Team India presently ranked 5th. Pakistan has surpassed India in the latest ICC Men's ODI Team Rankings after sweeping the West Indies in Multan. After defeating the West Indies, Babar Azam's team moved up to number 4 in the current ICC Men's ODI Team Rankings. It must be mentioned that India haven't played any one-day international since the home series against the West Indies a few months back. Which country has topped in the list? New Zealand. Let's talk about ICC. The International Cricket Council is the world governing body of cricket. Where is the headquarters of ICC? Dubai, UAE. Who is the chairman of ICC? Greg Barclay. Who is the CEO of ICC? Jeff Allardyce. Which country has recognized as Country of the Year by Europe's biggest startup conference, VivaTech? The answer is our country, India. Europe's biggest startup conference, VivaTech, has recognized India as the Country of the Year. Around 65 startups from India are participating in VivaTech 2022 with government support. In a very few years, India has created 100 unicorns. Let's talk about VivaTech. Viva Technology or VivaTech is an annual technology conference dedicated to innovation and startups held in Paris, France. The conference will be held from 15 to 18 June 2022. Who is currently the top-ranked batsman in ICC Men's Test Batsman Rankings 2022? The answer is Joy Root. England's Joy Root became the top of the men's batting test rankings after his 4th century of 2022. Root has overtaken Australia's Madhus Lambanskanghe following his impressive 176 in England's victory over New Zealand in the second test. Root also joined an elite list of players to score 10,000 runs in the longest format of the game. The US Federal Reserve increased the interest rate by 75 basis points. The Federal Reserve announced the most aggressive interest rate increase in nearly 30 years, raising the benchmark borrowing rate by 0.75 percentage points as it battles against a surging inflation. The supersized move was the first 75 basis point increase since November 1994. The US Central Bank has also sharply lowered its projection for economic growth. Last year, the World Bank warned of the threat of stagflation, slow growth accompanied by high inflation around the world. Let's talk about the Federal Reserve System. What do you mean by the Federal Reserve System? The Federal Reserve System is the central banking system of the United States of America. It was created on December 23, 1913. Who is the chairperson of the Federal Reserve System? Jerome Powell. Where is the capital of USA? Washington, D.C. Who is the president of USA? Joe Biden. What is the currency of USA? United States dollar. Which country will host the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022? The answer is India. India is all set to host its first ever FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup from 11th October to 30 October 2022. The tournament will be hosted by India, which would have hosted the 2020 edition before it was cancelled due to the COVID pandemic. It will be the second time that India hosts a FIFA tournament after the men's 2017 FIFA Under-17 World Cup and the first time that India hosts a FIFA Women's Football Tournament. The semi-finals will be played in Goa and the final will be played in Navi Mumbai. Let's talk about FIFA. FIFA, International Federation of Association Football, is the highest governing body of football in the world. It is the international governing body of association football, postal and beach soccer. FIFA is a non-profit organization. It founded on 21st May 1904. Where is the headquarters of FIFA? Zurich, Switzerland. Who is the president of FIFA? Gianni Infantino. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, a disabled nuclear power plant that is in which country? The answer is Japan. The Fukushima nuclear power plant was recently in news. What happened in that power plant and why it's a disabled nuclear power plant? On March 11, 2011, a 9-magnitude earthquake struck off country's coast, triggering a tsunami that caused a nuclear meltdown at that power plant and a major release of radioactive material. It was the world's worst nuclear disaster since Chernobyl in 1986. More than 11 years after Japan's worst nuclear disaster, the government lifted evacuation orders in a section of a village previously deemed off limits and allowing residents to move back into their homes. The Japanese government concluded that the radiation levels had fallen sufficiently for residents to return, though the figure hasn't been released. Name the sole Indian cricketer who has featured in the top 10 of ICC Men's T20 Batsman Rankings 2022. The answer is Ishan Kishan. Ishan Kishan, who has been one of India's consistent performers in the ongoing T20 International Home Series against South Africa, aggregating 164 runs in the 3 matches including 2 half-centuries, has made a massive jump to enter the top 10 among T20 batters. He has been ranked 7th on the ICC Men's T20 International Batsman Rankings 2022. The 23-year-old is the lone Indian batter in the top 10, with KL Rahul occupying the 14th spot. Which Indian state has ranked at the first position in Asia's Global Startup Ecosystem Report 2022? The answer is Kerala. The startup ecosystem in Kerala has been ranked as the best in Asia and the 4th in terms of affordable talent in the Global Startup Ecosystem Report, which was released on June 14, 2022. Kerala has also reported the lowest retail inflation in May 2022. Where is the capital of Kerala? Thiruvananthapuram. Who is the Chief Minister of Kerala? Pinarayi Vijayan. Who is the Governor of Kerala? Arif Muhammad Khan. Let's check next question. The 47th meeting of GST Council to be held on 28 to 29 June in which city? The answer is Srinagar. The 47th meeting of the GST Council will be held on June 28 to 29 in Srinagar. This is the second time that the GST Council meeting is being held in Srinagar. The GST Council, chaired by Union Finance Minister and comprising state counterparts, is also expected to discuss the report of the panel of state ministers on rate rationalization and also the tax rate on casinos, racecourses and online gaming. Which country will host the BRICS Summit 2022? The answer is China. The 14th Summit of BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa will be held in Beijing on 23rd June. Chinese President Xi Jinping will chair the BRICS Summit. What is BRICS? BRICS is an acronym for the powerful grouping of the world's leading emerging market economies, namely Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. The BRICS mechanism aims to promote peace, security, development and cooperation. Where is the capital of China? Beijing. Who is the president of China? Xi Jinping. What is the currency of China? Renminbi. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video and you have received some important points. If the video found helpful, please subscribe to our channel. Also share the video with your friends. To get daily current affairs, please subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow. Bye. Take care.